Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Right now at 10, one man is in custody after stealing and threatening to crash a plane in Tupelo, Mississippi. Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. That is our top story. The suspect could face charges of making terroristic threats and grand larceny after he stole a plane at a regional airport. Elise Preston has the story.
Like he right on top of our house.
Today, terror in Tupelo, Mississippi. A plane police say was stolen circled over homes and businesses in the small city. Authorities say the man at the controls, Corey Patterson, said he intended to crash into a Walmart that forced an evacuation in the area. Shamaria Robinson got a panicked call from her mother, who lives just minutes away from the targeted shopping center.
Just so close to her home.
Yeah, so close to our home. It was crazy.
Investigators say Patterson was employed by an aircraft maintenance company at Tupelo's regional airport and took off in the twin-engine aircraft when air traffic controllers were not on duty.
The pilot posted on Facebook a message, and in essence it said goodbye.
After about 5 hours in the air, Patterson landed in a field roughly 40 miles north of Tupelo, uninjured.
The suspect is now in custody. He will get the help he needs as far as whatever he's dealing with.
The FAA says it will investigate this incident. Meanwhile, local police say Patterson could face federal charges. Elise Preston, CBS News, Tupelo, Mississippi.
Authorities believe the suspect had some flight instruction but was not experienced enough to land the stolen plane.
Wow, what a difference 24 hours makes. Yesterday we had that line of thunderstorms push through as that front swept through the Cooley region, which is what kept us in the 70s today. Right now we're seeing a clean sweep on the radar scan. Our temperature and our dew point are pretty close to each other, so you see those false returns on the radar. You can see high pressure right now is in control. It's going to stay in control for the next several days. And right now, look at that. Eau Claire, good evening to you guys. You're at 60 degrees, 63 Red Wing, 66 in Winona, Preston, 61, 68 is the current temperature. Over towards the Decorah area, 10 cooler in Mason City, and we are substantially cooler as compared to 24 hours ago. Some places between, let's say, 7 degrees cooler to 16 degrees cooler, 19 degrees cooler over towards the Mason City area. Now that will continue for tomorrow as well, with highs staying in the 70s. Now, again, satellite radar, we have that high pressure system in control. It's going to stay here for a while now. Emily, coming up in the first alert forecast, we're going to talk about abundant sunshine again, and then another hiccup on the 8th day. And yeah, we'll talk about that in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Eric.
You bet.
Millions of people will be traveling on Labor Day weekend by car across the United States. According to a recent survey by AAA, about 32% of the country's population is traveling this weekend, and 82% of them will do so by motor vehicle. Dr. Hee-Soo Jung of UW Health says alcohol consumption is common during holiday weekends and a prime factor for automobile crashes any time of the year.
Enjoy your holiday the way that you want to. Those things include things like having a designated driver, making sure that you're drinking in moderation, and also utilizing things such as taxi services and rideshare services.
In addition to keeping your vehicle in good working order, avoid all of these known contributors to crashes while driving this weekend: driving impaired by medications, drowsy driving, distracted driving, and speeding. You can help breast cancer survivors and raise money for research efforts in our area during this year's Steppin' Out in Pink. So far, organizers are celebrating more than $87,000 raised so far. Registration fees go up $5 on September 6th. Race day for Steppin' Out in Pink is on September 10th. One of La Crosse's biggest celebrations, Oktoberfest, is fast approaching. To kick off the celebration, organizers have announced a special pass for active military and veterans. Passes are available at the Fest office. A military or veteran ID is required at pickup. And on Tuesday, to kick off a back-to-school tour, the governor announced a $90 million investment into K-12 education across the state. The investment includes $15 million to double the governor's Get Kids Ahead initiative. With those funds, they hope to provide mental health services in K-12 schools across Wisconsin. They're also investing $75 million to give districts flexibility to meet staffing needs.
Our schools are the hearts of our communities, and that's why we're going to keep working to invest in our schools, support our teachers and school staff, and make sure our students have the tools and resources they need to not only thrive in school, but feel safe and supported both in and out of the classroom.
The governor's $90 million investment comes as many school districts face significant staffing challenges and increased student mental health needs. It's that time of year again in La Crosse. New UWL students started moving in on Wednesday. The week was smooth sailing for many families, but it wasn't always like this. The university's Residence Life Department extended move-in week to 4 days long 2 years ago. They did this as an effort to keep people distanced during the pandemic. But this year, the change is letting parents send off their children without the stress.
It's a wonderful day. It's really exciting for our families. It's very emotional, and we know that they have an opportunity to just breathe a little bit easier with this process.
Many students and employees had concerns that the La Crosse Street construction would be a barrier to campus life, but after collaboration with UWL, contractors finished the road between West and East Avenues just in time for move-in.
We've been in good communication with the folks on that project to let them know what's going on here. They've been able to let us know what's going on with the project, and they did help get us the north access to campus.
La Crosse Street is not completely open. Work on the stretch of road between East and Hillview Avenues will be finished by spring. Fall is just around the corner, and there's no better way to appreciate it than with a trolley tour. There's a new Bluff to Bluff experience in La Crosse. It expands the old 30-minute tour into a 4-hour event full of history and a little exercise.
You'll have an opportunity to be on the trolley, visit several different locations throughout La Crescent and La Crosse, but get off and experience some things as well of what the area has to offer.
The tour will be led by a historical guide. It will make stops to taste wine and enjoy delicious treats across the region. The first tour just finished, but there are 3 more dates of the Bluff to Bluff experience. If you're interested, we'll post more information at news8000.com. Coming up on News 8 Now at 10, the Miracle of Birth, a look into one of the family favorite attractions at the Minnesota State Fair, and hear from the man who's behind the magic. That's up later. But up next, waiting for work. A family of Ukrainian refugees have been in Wisconsin for months. Jobs await them, but their work permits haven't arrived yet. That's up next. Stay with us.
Now, for a limited time at Home Furniture, you can get a king-sized bedroom suite for the price of a queen. Like this king bedroom suite, now just $18.99. Plus, 6-year special financing with no money down and no minimum purchase. King comfort, queen price at Home Furniture.
It's the grand reopening of Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Tire and Auto Service Center. We've been caring for people and their vehicles since 1955. So whether you need tires, batteries, or more, we offer quality auto supplies and service at prices you can trust. Like all brands of tires, buy 3, get 1 free. Assorted Laren loading ramps and kits are 20% off. Plus, try our new online appointment scheduling and other features at farmandfleet.com. Tires and batteries, trust and care at Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Tire and Auto Service Center.
We would never hit 12 drunk.
Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
During the Labor Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get up to $700 off Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets, plus a $300 home shopping card with free delivery, setup, and a 120-night guarantee. The Tempur-Pedic Labor Day sale at Home Sleep Express.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
A home, a school, a job. 2 Ukrainian families living in Stoughton have all 3, sort of. For months now, the feds haven't given those families the work permits needed to utilize the jobs they have lined up and waiting. As investigative reporter Naomi Coles explains, it's a predicament shared by thousands of Ukrainians.
The children are in school, but their parents still in limbo, wanting to work.
So we are waiting 4 months already.
You've met the Sokor and Romashchenko families before. Fleeing the war in Ukraine, they resettled in Stoughton in April. Yet here we are in September. None of the 4 parents have their work permits.
My wife is volunteer now in school,
grateful from one point of view that there is like an opportunity to be a volunteer, but why not working?
We would say in Ukraine, like, you're sitting on someone's shoulders, yeah, and we don't want to sit like this and want to work, to be useful, to do something, to pay taxes.
Renee Lushai helped found the Stoughton Resettlement Group. They're helping these and other Ukrainian families resettle.
I guess I don't understand what the complication is. I mean, we have 4 families ready and willing and begging to work.
She's gotten Senator Tammy Baldwin's office involved, but even her office hasn't had much luck.
Slava is a constant joker. The other day I was over there, we were celebrating Natalia's birthday, and I was asking and we were talking, and I said, is there anything you guys need? You know, you have food, you're good, right? What do you need? And Slava, work permit, work permit, work permit. So that's all they're waiting for it.
What's happening to these 2 families in Stoughton is happening to families all over the country. In fact, just this morning, 2 senators sent a letter to the feds demanding action on work permit backlogs. The letter to the head of the Federal Citizenship and Immigration Services cited thousands of Ukrainians arriving since April still waiting on permits, some told to wait a year. A different senator in June cited a backlog of 1.5 million work permit applications. For context, before the Trump administration, there was a rule that work permits had to be issued within 90 days.
Have to keep pressure in our government to really help these families.
Fabiola Hamden manages the Immigration Affairs Department for Dane County. Their office is managing casework for 12 Ukrainian families, 11 of whom are waiting on permits.
Just same thing happened with the Afghan families. Once you move to another country, I think financial stability comes first, so you can move on with your life.
If our country offered and invited them into our country, which we did, and we're happy they're here, our community is so much richer for it, then we have to make sure we have the infrastructure and the capacity in place to be able to help them help themselves.
For News 3 Investigates, I'm Naomi Coles.
That Stoughton Resettlement Group is hosting a Ukrainian weekend of support on September 23rd to help support those families. Now coming up on News 8 Now at 10, Artemis scrubbed. NASA's historic launch has been delayed once again. Scientists say a gas leak is to blame.
And in the world of weather, we have clear skies out there. Temperatures are in the mid to upper 60s. Made into the 70s today, but how long will the nice weather last? I'll have the answer in the First Alert forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
I'm Lane Musser, owner of the Fob in Melrose, Wisconsin. I contacted Elliott Kriesel of Coulee Region Window Services to clean our windows. Elliott provided great service, fair price, job done on time. I'm satisfied. I'm definitely going to call Elliott to come back out and clean them again.
Like most people, I bust my butt day in and day out. I earn every dime of my paycheck. It's the Wisconsin way.
But Governor Tony Evers supports paying welfare benefits to people who won't work, even after they turn down job offers.
That's a disgrace.
That's a disgrace.
It's a slap in the face to hardworking people like us.
Tony Evers should know better.
Tony Evers should know better, but he doesn't.
Tony Evers, our failed liberal governor.
We asked our customers what they love about Blaine's Farm and Fleet's auto service.
I get all of my maintenance done here. I just had tires and brake job done last year. I'm getting an oil change today. I trust them with my car.
I had a battery put in here. They did a great job.
With Fleet in our name, you know we're auto experts. Schedule an appointment in store or online and experience what others have since 1955. Tires and batteries, trust and care.
Classic Antique and Collector Car Auction, Winona, Minnesota, October 7th and 8th. Everyone welcome is a buyer, seller, or spectator. Midwest's largest collector car auction. Consign now and turn your classic into cash. Find out more at RemlingerAuctions.com or call 507-450-3173 today. RemlingerAuctions.com. Jolivet Family Farms. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Jolivet's homegrown triple sweet corn is picked fresh daily. Join us Sundays 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our roasted sweet corn and charcoal brats. Jolivet's also features homegrown carrots, sweet onions, peppers, beets, cabbage, dill, tomatoes, cucumbers, blueberries, and so much more. Find distinctive crafts and decor. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, or pies from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
I'm Lane Musser, owner of the Fob in Melrose, Wisconsin. I contacted Elliott Kriesel of Cooley Region Window Services to clean our windows. Elliott provided great service, fair price, job done on time. I'm satisfied. I'm definitely going to call Elliott to come back out and clean them again.
CityCam 8 is brought to you by The Board Store. Ever wonder what a bath remodel would do for your soul? Rejoice! The Board Store can help you find that joy with a new tub or shower or a complete bath remodel. Call or visit today. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Our community, your station.
For the second time this week, NASA has had to scrub its launch of its huge new moon rocket, Artemis 1. Skylar Henry explains why from Florida's Kennedy Space Center.
This is Artemis Launch Control. Launch Director Charlie Blackwell Thompson just called a scrub for the launch attempt today.
NASA's most powerful rocket will have to sit on the launch pad a while longer after officials called off Saturday afternoon's liftoff because of a hydrogen gas leak.
It was characterized as a large leak.
It's the second time since Monday that leaking hydrogen put the launch on hold. The weather was cooperating early Saturday morning when the launch team began loading nearly 1 million gallons of fuel. But just a few minutes into the operation, engineers noticed hydrogen fuel leaking from the engine section at the bottom of the rocket.
The team tried 3 times to resolve the leak, and all 3 times we saw a large leak.
Citing safety, NASA called off the launch at 11:17 in the morning, 3 hours ahead of the launch window.
We're going to stress this and test it and make sure it's right before we put 4 humans up on the top of it.
NASA officials are going to meet next week to determine whether the rocket will stay on the launch pad or return to the vehicle assembly building for repairs. They'll also try to pinpoint a new launch date.
We're not going to launch until it's right.
Once Artemis lifts off, it'll send an unpiloted Orion crew capsule on a 37-day trip around the moon and back. A dress rehearsal that's another step towards sending Americans back to the moon as early as 2025. Thousands gathered along the Space Coast Saturday, hoping to see Artemis blast off.
I dragged my wife down here. We got here yesterday at 7 a.m. So we've been here quite a while. So it's kind of overwhelming that they scrubbed it.
But since it was a no-go, NASA officials are keeping their fingers crossed that the third time will be the charm. Skylar Henry, CBS News at the Kennedy Space Center.
NASA says at this point it's not sure what's causing the hydrogen leaks. In a process that could now take weeks, NASA engineers will be troubleshooting the problem. And the Minnesota Nurses Association announced that they intend to go on strike after failed negotiations concerning safe staffing and safe working conditions. At least 15,000 nurses will walk off their job next week.
Over a decade ago, our issue was safe staffing. 12 years later, it's the same thing. The difference is our healthcare and our profession are in crisis. And we must stand together.
The Minnesota Nurses Association said they are overworked and understaffed. The largest nurses strike in U.S. history is set to begin on Friday. The strike does not include any hospitals in our viewing area. Well, we've had some pretty beautiful weather in the region today, especially as compared to last night. Eric, will the blue skies stick around?
Most definitely. Short answer is yes. There's a little bit of a hiccup on the 8-day. We'll talk about that coming up in just a couple seconds. Outside right now, hey, it is gorgeous. Look at Eau Claire. Good evening to you guys. You're at 60 degrees. 67 is the current temperature in La Crosse, 60 in Black River Falls, 64 in Sparta, 65 is the current temperature in Viroqua, as well as Boscobel, Prairie du Chien. Good evening to you guys. You're seeing that temperature of 67 degrees. Outside right now, we have clear skies. 67 is the current temperature in La Crosse. We're at 70 at the TV station. Our dew point's at 56, so it's comfortable out there. We have a light north wind at 3 miles per hour. Look at the almanac for today. Made it to 80 after a morning start of 63. That 80 is where we should be for this time of year anyway. No rain in the rain bucket today. We're sitting at 1/4 inch for the month. We're at 1,107 inch below normal for the month already. Just over 3 inches below normal for the year. All right, so when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 40s and 50s will greet you. Upper 40s towards Eau Claire, 45 in Black River Falls, 53 in La Crosse. Double Nichols, 55 in Prairie du Chien, 53 will be the temperature in Decorah. Highs tomorrow, back into the low to mid 70s, making for a gorgeous Sunday. And this trend is going to continue not only for Sunday, but for Labor Day. And then we're going to go into the second half of the work week with abundant sunshine, but that temperature, it's going to go up just a little bit. Same story with the humidity. All right, so here's a look at the radar scan right now, and I want to go ahead and draw your attention literally, because it messed up during the 6 o'clock hour, so let's try this again. I'm going to draw your attention. So here's your front. Hey, there it is. There's your front right there. This is what sagged through the Coulee region, and that's what's kept us in the 60s and 70s throughout the day. And like I said, that trend is going to continue for the next several. So here's Sky Tracker. We'll go ahead and start the clock. And again, we'll see abundant sunshine. This particular model is trying to paint a little bit of rain on the radar. Not buying that. I think we're going to stay, for the most part, sunny for your Sunday going into your Monday. So the details of the first forecast for the evening and overnight hours. You hear the crickets going off? Exactly. Mostly clear skies, a nice calm wind. Overnight lows in the upper 40s to low 50s with winds out of the northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, we go to 74 degrees with plenty of sunshine. Take a look here at the next 8 days. And I want to go ahead and draw your attention to Monday, that Labor Day forecast, because we'll see temperatures going in the 70s, but here's how we get there. We start the day off with temperatures right around 60 degrees by the 7 o'clock hour, 68 by the 11 o'clock hour, 75 by the 3 o'clock hour, then we have a right around 76 by the 5 o'clock hour. So the remainder of the 8 days shows temperatures going into the upper 70s for Tuesday, 80s for Wednesday, Thursday, 20% chance of precip on Friday with a high of 83. And then let's break out the weekend real quick, Emily. Look at this. Another front pushes its way through. Saturday, we go to 76 degrees. Sunday, we go to 75. So there's something about weekends, September, 70s, fall-like. We can just bottle up every weekend and just put it away for a little bit. That'd be fine. Especially since next month we start talking a little bit about snow.
Why'd you have to say it again?
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to get people ready for when we start using that word religiously from October until about April and May.
Sometimes we like to forget, though, you know?
Yeah, well.
Okay. Oh, Eric's losing his mind. Okay. Well, anyway. Coming up after the break, UWL kicked off their season this afternoon. Kate is in next with those highlights.
Thank you for watching News 8 Lacrosse. Here are tonight's winning Powerball numbers. News 8 Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or treatment for a complex condition, Mayo Clinic Health System has convenient and safe options for the care you and your family need.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness. Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland. Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
When safe drivers save for not answering their phone while driving, they feel like a big deal.
Did you get the ice?
Even if they forgot the ice. Save up to 30% on auto insurance with USAA Safe Pilot. Get a quote today.
Aleve X. It's fast, powerful, long-lasting relief with a revolutionary roller ball design. Because with the right pain reliever, life opens up. Believe it and see what's possible.
Look, we knew the other side would make up lies about me to scare you. Now they're claiming I want to defund the police and abolish ICE. That's a lie. I'll make sure our police have the resources and training they need to keep our communities safe. And that our communities have the resources to stop crime before it happens. I'll bring back manufacturing. And I'll pass a middle-class tax cut. And if that's too scary for Washington, then so be it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
It's week 1 of the college football season, and the UWL Eagles are looking for a breakout year. They're starting the year ranked 12th in Division III, but with many of the starters returning, there are high hopes for this lacrosse team. They're beginning the year against NAIA opponent Dakota State, definitely a game that UWL should win. All right, we go to Roger Herring Stadium. Eagles offense goes 3-and-out, but the defense, man, they were everywhere. Westby grad Ryan Daines helping on the sack, and the Eagles get the ball back. They actually get into field goal range, but the field goal attempt is blocked, and Dakota State keeps UWL scoreless for the entire first quarter. Wow. But in the second, the Eagles going to work. Hildebrand hands it off to Joey Stutzman, and he has a nice pickup for a first down, and then a few plays later, Cade Garcia comes in and finds his man Cameron Sorensen for the touchdown. The Eagles get on the board, and a bit of a slow start but they woke up in the second quarter, scoring 35 points and went into half with a huge lead, and the Eagles finish this one on top 45-7, and they start the season 1-0. All right, let's go over to Camp Randall Stadium as the 18th ranked Badgers start their season against Illinois State, and it's Illinois State threatening. But on third down, John Torchio jumps the pass and picks it off. A lot of space in front of him. And Torchio is going 100 yards to the house for a pick six. That sets a school record for the longest interception return. And of course, the Badgers defense scores before the offense to start the season. But this Badger offense wanted to show off a little bit as well. But more specifically, Braylon Allen on their own 4. Allen takes the handoff, finds a hole, and this guy can run 96 yards to the end zone, and now Allen breaks his school record for the longest rushing touchdown. Badgers would go into halftime with a 17-0 lead, and after the break, Badgers on the 1-yard line, but on fourth down, they give it to Allen. He gets across the goal line into the end zone for the score, and then late in the quarter, 3rd and 7, Graham Mertz dropping back. Check out this throw to Shamir Dyke into the end zone for a touchdown. Badgers win big to open up the season 38-0. Now switching gears to some baseball, Brewers down in Arizona and trailing early, but Victor Caratini gets one down the left field line. That gets back into the corner. Both runners come in to score, and the Brewers take the lead 2-1. Now 5th inning, all tied, but with runners at the corners. Keston here lines one back at the second baseman. He can't make the play. A run comes in, and Brewers back on top, and it's all tied again in the 6th, but with nobody on, Tyrone Taylor smashes this one out to right field, and it's gone. A solo home run to retake the lead, but this one's been back and forth all night, and the Diamondbacks came back and are leading 6-4. Twins trying to keep pace in the AL Central. They're taking on the White Sox early in this one, 2-on for Eloy Jimenez, and Jimenez smokes this one out to right field. That's going to clear the fence, and that one leaves the park for a 3-run home run, and it would only get worse for the Twins. Runners at the corners for Romy Gonzalez in the 4th, and Gonzalez gets a hold of this one. That one's gone. White Sox up 7-0. And White Sox pitcher Dylan Cease with a no-hitter through 8 2/3, but with 1 out to go, Luis Arraez is going to break it up and give the Twins their first hit. Doesn't really matter, though, as the White Sox win big 13-0, and the Cubs had the chance to help out the Brewers with the win against the Cardinals, but it was St. Louis who got another dominating win, 8-4. Now, Serena may have played her last ever match last night at the U.S. Open, but we still got some legends going at it. Rafael Nadal in his 3rd round match against Richard Gasquet, and Nadal making quick work of this one, getting the ace in the 3rd set to tie it at 5. Then here he is on match point, and he gets it. Nadal moving on once more in the U.S. Open. That's all I got for sports, and we'll be right back.
Did you know Tim Michaels pledged to cut millions from public schools?
We're already throwing so much money at education.
He'll drain classrooms and gut school funding. Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
It's the grand reopening of Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Tire and Auto Service Center. We've been caring for people and their vehicles since 1955. So whether you need tires, batteries, or more, we offer quality auto supplies and service at prices you can trust. Like all brands of tires, buy 3, get 1 free. $3 off Blaine's Lawn and Garden batteries, starting at $34.99. Plus, try our new online appointment scheduling and other features at farmandfleet.com. Tires and batteries, trust and care at Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Tire and Auto Service Center.
We should prank Allison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is your refrigerator running?
Yeah, why?
Well, you better go catch it. Ooh, we should prank Shelby.
Ooh, yeah.
Is your AC running?
No, I haven't turned it on yet.
I know who you should call.
Call GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Our weather is constantly on the move, and you can trust that the News 8 Now First Alert team is always tracking it. But we're not just here. When storms move in, the First Alert team gets moving in the Storm Runner. The News 8 Now Storm Runner puts you in the middle of what's happening with up-to-the-minute live reports day or night. It's just one more way the First Alert team has you covered when it comes to severe weather. The News 8 Now Storm Runner, powered by Maury's VW.
Did you know Tim Michaels supports allowing teenagers to buy AR-15s with no waiting period?
I throw guns.
Teenagers with assault weapons. Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
The Minnesota State Fair has various attractions, but there is one attraction that is a fairgoer favorite. Jim Ertl runs the CHS Miracle of Birth Center, where families are able to pet baby animals. Seeing those baby animals brings joy to the man behind this State Fair attraction. He started working at the fair showing those farm animals in a small barn in the 1980s, and then in 2001 moved into a bigger space to accommodate more people.
I ask how many are here multiple years, and I have hands that raise their hands. So it's kind of a enjoyment.
Ertl's goal is to have fairgoers become more engaged and learn about animals. The Minnesota State Fair ends on Monday, September 5th. We'll be right back.
During the Labor Day sale at Home Furniture, everything's on sale. Get up to 30% off regular prices like this dining set for $15.99. Plus, no money down, no minimum purchase, 6-year special financing. The Labor Day sale, now at Home Furniture.
Classic Antique and Collector Car Auction, Winona, Minnesota, October 7th and 8th. Everyone welcome is a buyer, seller, or spectator. Midwest's largest collector car auction. Consign now and turn your classic into cash. Find out more at RemlingerAuctions.com or call 507-450-3173 today. RemlingerAuctions.com.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
You have a day before you. Make it the best it can be with Holiday Inn Express and Sweets. How about breakfast to start your day? Coffee, milk, juice, hot food, cold food, brain food. Because you need it for that important meeting in our meeting space. And let's not forget about the afternoon workout to help you keep up with your goals. But your day can't be all work and no play, so you have set aside time for your family.
Come make it a day at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Onalaska La Crosse.
The support that we get from our managers or supervisors or even other people that work in the office that make sure we have what we need to the best ability. I went through a program, team lead development training, to help better my skills as a leader and help me progress further into the company. I appreciate that Train invests in me to develop my leadership skills, whether it be in my career or even in my personal life. If you're looking for a great opportunity, I would definitely apply at Train.
For a limited time at Homeworld Rugs, when you buy one rug at sale price, you'll get another rug free with many different patterns, sizes, and shapes to choose from, and rug experts in every showroom to help you find the perfect rug. Buy one rug, get one free. Now at Homeworld Rugs.
Here's a look at the 8-day. We have temperatures in the 70s until we get into Wednesday. Hey, Labor Day, 76 degrees, mostly sunny skies. 80s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, mid-70s for the weekend. And because I said a certain word, I got to do this. That's what I can't sit with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, get over there. Yeah.
As you should.
So keen.
We're kidding. We can't deny the snow, but not yet. Thank you for watching News 8 Now.